Growing number of states are discovering the Omicron COVID variant this morning. That list does include Minnesota, New York, Colorado, California, and Hawaii. New research finds Omicron is about 2.5 times more likely to reinfect someone than the original strain of COVID. So let's talk about what this all means for you and your family. We're joined by Dr. Beth Thielen, a pediatric infectious disease physician at the U of M. Dr. Thielen, thanks for being with us this morning.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity to come talk with you.
We know we are learning more and more about Omicron every single day. What do we know right now?
Yeah, so I'm expecting that we'll hear a lot more in the coming weeks. This sort of information tends to come out rather quickly, and it's certainly a hot topic in the research community. I think what we know is that, particularly from South Africa, is that it seems to be replacing or growing at a faster rate than even the very infectious Delta variant there. And that particular information is concerning for those of us who work in this area because it suggests that it may take off in places even faster than what we're already seeing. And I can tell you, somebody in the trenches right now taking care of patients with COVID, we're seeing a ton of COVID in Minnesota right now. Our hospitals are very full with the current Delta surge. And so I think looking ahead, predicting where we might be in the future, this is a worrisome sign for where we might be going if we don't take action now to control the spread of this virus.
Doctor, one of the things we found out yesterday about this patient here in Minnesota with Omicron is that he was vaccinated. He was boosted in early November. When I heard that, I got to say, it kind of scared me a little bit.
Well, I think yes and no. I think the really good news is that he, from what we can tell, has not become seriously ill or been hospitalized. And I think that is really the message we wanted to get out to people right now about vaccination. Is yes, I think we will see some of these breakthrough infections. For those of us who are accustomed to thinking about viral illnesses, this is a pattern we've seen before. And we also know that the protection from the vaccine it's not black or white. It can work in this space where it protects us still from severe illness, hospitalization, and death. And so I think there's still very much a value to being vaccinated. And for those of folks who haven't been vaccinated, to get vaccinated as soon as possible. And for those who haven't gotten a booster yet, to get that as soon as possible as well. And that's consistent with the guidance that's come out recently from the CDC, really strengthening the message about getting boosters for those who haven't yet.
Mm-hmm. Can you talk about that? I mean, really the big question I think a lot of people have about Omicron is, will the current vaccines that we have work? When will we find out this information? What do we know right now?
Yeah, so the laboratory-based scientists are hard at work testing sort of blood samples from people who have been vaccinated with this new strain. And so I typically would expect within a week or two that we'll have a lot more information. Probably, if I talk to you again next week, we'd probably be talking about quite a bit more detail. So stay tuned for that. But I think there's more subtle, sophisticated ways in which the vaccine works in addition to just antibodies. And so I think it's also important to stay tuned for how the data coming out about how it protects against illness in people. And I think those are two different questions. And I think the second question will take a little bit more time before we'll have a firm handle on how it's performing there.
Right. I mean, it also took time with us to sort of figure out Delta as well, too. Dr. Beth Thielen, thanks so much for joining us this morning. We really appreciate it.
Thanks so much for having me.